NRL tips checker for the week. We're back to review how we went last week. Obviously, it ended up being a 6, so we did miss a couple of those, unfortunately, but we bounced back. My couple of little outsiders, the Storm one was frustrating, obviously, going down at the buzzer to an incredible try, and then changed my tip late from the Eagles to the Roosters. I need to stop doing fantasy and Supercoach related switches because I end up captaining Turbo in my Supercoach team, and I was like, well, if he goes well, they should win. And then he didn't even end up getting any line breaks, try assists, or tries. So well done to Eagles at home, and a shout out to my old man for getting 8 out of 8 this week. It just was a tip all of the home teams, and you're sweet. So I'm 4th out of 18 in the family comp. I'm in the top half overall, obviously just under 6,000 out of 16,000 for Cowboys. So it's an easy way to look at things that way. In the private group, 37th out of 93, 62 out of 140 in the open comp as well. So we're not too bad. Top half is fine, and hopefully we have a really cracking week. But where we're going to end up this week, obviously Panthers getting the job done. Everyone would have tipped, well, most people I would have thought tipped them, but I did increase by about 3,000 spots in the overall rank. So there must have been a couple of Broncos out there, at least their fans anyway. Going forward from there into the Wars tonight, I do think that they will come out the victors and get their first win of the season. We've got a little ladder check there. You've got the Panthers with 1 loss, and yeah, we'll see how the Raiders, Cows, and Sharks go. If the Raiders can win, they'll sit up on top of this ladder. Very much likely, unless Cowboys or Sharks come out and dominate. Same with that of the Eagles, but and then Storm have a couple of wins there as well, with obviously their slightly lower points differential, and teams that do need to come out with a win this week. I definitely think the ladder, after 3 or 4 rounds, looks a little bit more like it should after teams come out and struggle a bit in beginnings of their seasons, and some come out red hot as well. Wise, I think, will get on the board this week, which would be great. The only team in this list probably that is likely to win, you'd say there, the Wise, and then Bunnies have every chance. Dogs have every chance as well. It's sort of like a 50-50 for those two, and if the Knights can change things, they could get a win on the board as well. So none of them are guaranteed, but they're all a good chance of that. So the Wars, I'm tipping. Roosters, I'm going to tip over the Bunnies until the Bunnies start to show me anything of substance. I'll be tipping against them at this stage of the season. Doggies, I'm going to back them in against the Titans. I do expect a bit of a bounce back game from the Titans, but at home, we're going to back the Dogs in, and hope that plays out for my fantasy team, that's for sure. So this one I'm going to stick with my guns and just hope that it's correct, and if not, that has to be Bofo Moore and Keanu Keeney scoring tries on the other side, so that'll be helpful. It's a very big game for my fantasy team with Keeney, with Hutcho, with Karaz, probably with Salmon as well. Going to be pretty big on that front, but keen to see that at 3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going for the Dragons against the Cowboys against the Dragons. They been really poor last week, and Cowboys I think will be better than what they showed out last week. Sharkies away at Leichhardt Oval to the Tigers. They should be winning this one comfortably. I've then selected the Eels currently at home against the Manly boys, and obviously Eels losing that game last week to the Panthers just showed that how good the Panthers are going, especially after that round 1 slower game for them and the World Club Challenge. Good to see them bounce back, and that shows that the Eels are on pace, and if they can sort out that edge defensively with a couple of changes, then they'll be sweet. Otherwise, I do think that the Eagles can get up and win this one. So this is a tough one. Let me know your thoughts and which way you're going with your tips as well. And then the Storm, I'm going to suggest that they do beat the Knights. The Knights could definitely bounce back. They're at home as well. Definitely a few tougher tips, in my opinion, this week with these 2 games, the Eagles, Knights, Storm. And then, the Bulldogs, Titans will be fairly tough as well. And then, Roosters and Rabbitohs could go either way as well. The rest, I think, should be fairly self-explanatory. Although the Raiders are playing well, I do expect the Wars at home to come out the victors in this one. Picking the Storm by 4, so a fairly close one. Let me know your thoughts on your tips for round 3. And if you think I should be changing any of mine. Appreciate you guys watching this one. And thanks so much for all the reviews on Spotify and Apple yesterday as well. That was great. You're all legends, and good luck, and enjoy all the videos that I've been posting. There's lots out there, so I know it's a lot, but some people like to watch all of them. Some can pick and choose, and that's awesome as well. Good luck and enjoy tonight's games.